In Romania, the government has survived a no confidence vote, but there are cracks starting to form inside of that government, and it's definitely raising concerns inside of Brussels. We need to go ahead and break this down. If you don't know, today Romania's four-party coalition narrowly held on the power after lawmakers rejected a new motion over higher taxes. They also rejected spending cuts aimed at reducing the European Union's largest budget deficit. But here's the crazy part. This is the sixth time in 6 months that there's been a no confidence vote. So what is driving this? The big issue is that the Romanian government is stuck between a structure bind. This is between three different things. One, the financial markets. Second, the European Union. And third, domestic politics. Because you got to remember one important thing here. Romania has the largest EU budget deficit right now. That's a problem. And that's really for two reasons. One is because, well, now you're going to get pressure from the EU to say, hey, you got to bring down this deficit. But also because, well, it's going to come to the agencies, the credit agencies, who are going to decide whether or not Romania remains what they call, quote unquote, investment grade. And well, if Romania loses a good rating, then guess what? It's going to get really expensive to live there, and you're not going to see much investment go into Romania, which is going to hurt civilians. But this is where things get difficult, because now you're saying to yourself, well, how do you get out of that deficit? Well, now you have to raise taxes on your civilians, or you delay wage increases, you tap into pensions, you cut spending on many different things, and all of that creates anger among civilians, which could make people go to the streets. By the way, this comes at a time in which there are mass gatherings taking place in many city streets because of judicial corruption, with demonstrators taking to the streets for the now 5th day in a row, saying that they support the judges and the prosecutors who are denouncing all this abuse. That's based off of an investigative documentary that showed there's a lot of corruption taking place. That being said, there's a lot that's happening in Romania. I will be sure to keep you updated on this, so please do share my videos and follow me for more.